Is back in a role that made her famous 40 years ago. The actress became a household name in Halloween as Laurie Strode, a babysitter stalked by a masked psychopath named Michael Myers. You'll remember that. It's widely recognised as one of the scariest and best films of all time, and this year the classic franchise is reborn. And showbiz editor Nelson Aspen joined Jamie Lee on set in a major TV exclusive. Nelson, she is an absolute legend, and this new movie is a direct continuation of the original.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe there have been 9 Halloween movies since that first one, but it's like they didn't even exist because this one sort of reboots the whole series. It picks up directly after the first one, so it's both a sequel and a tribute, and now it can scare the pants off a whole new generation of moviegoers.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
For 40 years, she's been waiting to stop the boogeyman who terrorized her that fateful Halloween night. I'm actually in Charleston, South Carolina, but today this street has transformed into Haddonfield, Illinois, the home of Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis became a superstar after the first Halloween movie in 1978. It was a slasher flick made for $300,000 that became a worldwide smash hit. Jamie says it's still the best acting job she's ever had. I was in high school when I saw it, and our posse must have gone, I don't know, a dozen times to see it.
Of course.
We learned how to play the theme on the piano. But Laurie was kind of, we were the socially awkward teenagers, so
it was a beautifully drawn portrait. What they created was such an everyman, such a real human being, vulnerable, a little quirky, a little nerdy. It was like the perfect person to give an audience to care about and then introduce this very blank evil.
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crashed?
Michael escaped.
The Laurie Strode we'll see in the new film is a woman deeply affected by post-traumatic stress.
Laurie has been traumatized, and Laurie also understands Michael Myers in a way that nobody else does. So in a weird way, she has become the new Loomis character, because Loomis was the one who understood that he needed to be stopped because he was pure evil. And you see, Laurie knows that, and nobody, look at all these people enjoying their lives on this street. Nobody's paying any attention. But Laurie is. Laurie is patrolling these streets.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him.
Get out! Go home! Get inside!
The new Halloween was written by Danny McBride and Jeff Fradley, 2 super fans who are usually associated with comedy. But make no mistake, you'll be screaming, not laughing.
Our first instinct was like, no, nobody should make any more of those, you know, and then I think we were like, well, if someone is going to make more of them, like, we love this franchise, let's come up with what we would want to see. And so I think, and I hope that, we'll be making this movie on behalf of what fans want to see.
Playing Laurie's daughter is Judy Greer. Do you remember the experience of seeing it the first time? Was it on television? Was it in a theater?
It was on a VHS tape.
VHS.
Yeah, that's aging myself. That I think we stole, my girlfriend and I, from my friend's older sister. She had it, and we watched it, after our parents went to bed in a sleepover. And of course, I barely slept.
You don't believe in the boogeyman?
He's here! Michael!
Halloween opens in cinemas on October 18th, just in time for Halloween, and I can't wait. If you had told me as a kid, when I saw that in theaters, that I'd be sitting with Jamie Lee Curtis on the street in Haddonfield, Illinois, I would have said unbelievable. And she took that selfie. She was just as much fun and as wonderful as you could imagine she would be. Loved her.
Dreams do come true, and maybe nightmares too, Nelson. That looks very, very freaky. Thank you so much for that. Oh, I don't know if I'll be watching that one at home, guys. I think I'll watch that in the cinemas. I couldn't stand watching that from the couch, looking over my shoulder all the time.
Oh, no,
Thinking something was going to jump out of the
Yes.
Yeah, exactly right. Cover your eyes.